Line and be a part of WCTC's real-time talk. Like 1450 WCTC on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at 1450 WCTC. Jersey Central with Burt Barron.
Think we could listen to the radio or something?
On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
It is 7:08. Welcome to hour number 2 of Jersey Central on this Telefriend Tuesday on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It's Burt. Good morning to you. Cloudy 69. We will take a run at 80 today. We'll get your full forecast at 7:15. Traffic update coming up from Tom Colangelo as well. Well, today is the day, the 5th annual WCTC Listener Golf Outing. And I want to thank everybody who plans on coming out and playing some golf with us today. We're raising money for a very special charity, and that's the real reason why we put together our golf outing each and every year, to partner with one of the real great charitable organizations here in New Jersey. And when I found out a few months back that we were going to be working with our friends from the GI Go Fund again, I could not think of a more deserving organization here in Jersey for us to work with. And joining me now on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline with some background information on the GI Go Fund, I want to welcome back to WCTC the Executive Director, Jack Fanous, who is with us again here on WCTC. Jack, good morning. It's Burt Barron. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, Burt. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Thank you. And when I found out a few months ago that you are going to be the target organization for our golf outing this year, right away I said a terrific choice, and GI Go Fund does some real good work. So we're looking forward today to raising a ton of money for you guys. And let me just say, anybody that's coming out and playing today, double up on your purchases of the raffle tickets and everything, because all the money's going to GI Go Fund. So we're asking all of our golfers who are coming out today to be real generous, because you're helping out a terrific organization. Jack, can you just give us some information for maybe someone who hasn't heard of the GI Go Fund before, what you guys are all about?
Absolutely, Burt. So we're actually entering our 11th year as a veterans organization. We were founded in 2006. Me, my brother, and 3 of our high school friends, after one of our best friends was killed in Iraq, Lieutenant Seth DeVorn. We started out as a very small veterans organization, not really knowing exactly what we were going to do to support the military. We just wanted to do something. We started out taking people to baseball games, football games, and pretty quickly we realized, our veterans need a little bit more help than that. Those are nice gestures, but our veterans are facing high unemployment rates, high homelessness rates, have a difficult time accessing their health care, and we dove right into that. And 11 years later, we're still assisting our veterans who are homeless, helping them find housing. Veterans who are unemployed, we're helping them with job training and connecting them with employers. Great partners at Johnson & Johnson, PSC&G, Panasonic here locally, but also nationally, getting veterans employed and helping them transition back home and put their lives back together.
Awesome. And I'm sure over the years, Jack, that you and your brothers have been doing this. You've probably gotten requests from so many different people, whether it's veterans themselves or families of veterans, just looking for maybe some help, some information, some direction on some things. And it's good to know that there's a group like GI Go Fund out there. And you had mentioned about the homelessness, Jack, and I think that might have been the first time that you and I had talked here some years ago. I think I was still doing the middays here at WCTC at the time, and I was just so in awe and so impressed. First of all, I just thought I was kind of outraged about the fact that that we have veterans in this country who have no place to live. There are veterans who served our country who don't have a roof over their head, which I think is just a real sin almost. And I think that's what sort of led us to having our first conversations. But just the terrific work that is done there. Is that still a request that you hear a lot about, Jack, of veterans that just have no place to go?
Unfortunately, it is. It's just devastating. I've said before, veterans fought to defend our streets, not live on them, and it's true 10 years ago when I said it, and it's true today. Thankfully, a lot of the veterans who are coming home now, the younger guys and girls, we're trying to nip it in the bud and connect them with employment, connect them with their benefits. Hopefully they don't get behind the 8 ball so that it's not a prevalent situation moving forward. But so many Vietnam veterans, people who are my father's age and sometimes older, have been living the better part of 4 decades on the streets, and it's heartbreaking when you see it. I mean, here locally in New Jersey, you don't have to look very far. You look at Newark Penn Station, you look at Newark Airport, you look at some of the places around urban areas in Irvington and even New Brunswick, here locally, the train station in New Brunswick. Many people don't notice it. Many people won't even realize what's going on, but the people that are sitting on those benches, many of them are military veterans, many of them served in Vietnam, and many of them have been living there for 30 or 40 years. So it's devastating. It's heartbreaking. It's a difficult situation to handle, but ultimately what we plan on doing beyond just connecting those individuals with housing, because ultimately people in their 70s, you want to make sure they're getting housed and at least have a few years, a decade or so, where they can live indoors and live out the rest of their lives peacefully. But moving forward, it's the individuals who are coming home now. We have to connect them with employment, connect them with job training, connect them with mentors, and really make sure that that's not an issue we're talking about 30 years from now for this next generation of veterans.
Yeah, you are so right about that, Jack. And speaking about the employment efforts and whatnot, I know that we had partnered in the past at doing a couple of veterans job fairs, which it was just great to see so many great employers come out and do some interviewing and do some hiring right on the spot for our veterans. I know we did that a couple years back with tremendous success. But do you see things maybe getting better on the employment front? It seems just like overall, I know particularly here in Middlesex County, the numbers are below the state average and below the national average. But talk about it from the veterans' perspective. Are you hearing that more and more veterans are getting back into the workforce?
Absolutely, it's absolutely getting better. We're not there yet, but I mean, all the programs that we've created and organizations like the Kessler Foundation here in New Jersey, who work with people with disabilities, and so many of the companies and corporate leaders, it's absolutely getting better because the awareness is increasing. Employers have said to us in the past, we want to hire veterans. Our CEOs have come to us and said, we're supposed to hire veterans. We're just needing some assistance in connecting with which veterans. We need to learn a little bit more about their skill sets. So we're doing a lot of work with the veteran population, with the military population, to make sure that we're communicating their skills, what they bring to the table, the leadership skills, the organization skills, so many of the things that they can do well. And then train them to do the rest. A veteran said something to me about 8 years ago that has impacted the work we do and the approach we take, that military members and veterans are trained to be trainable. And when you're able to communicate that to employers and CEOs, they get it, and they bring veterans in, and they conduct job training with them. They teach them how to do things, and then they end up being the best employees they've ever had.
I'm not surprised.
It's absolutely getting better.
Trained to be trainable. I like that. That really kind of sums it up. Where can someone go, Jack, to get some more information online about GI Go Fund?
They can visit us on our website, gigo.org. They can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Very good. Jack, we'll see you a little bit later on today down at Forsgate, and I'm really thrilled to be working with GI Go Fund again. Terrific and, of course, worthy organization for us to be making our donation to today. But let me also ask you to mark your calendar, if you would, for Sunday, August 27th. Our partners at the Somerset Patriots are going to be hosting a Veterans of America Day. All veterans are allowed into the baseball game for free. They get free tickets. So I want you to, if you could spread the word to the GI Go Fund, the member veterans that you work with, come on out and see a free baseball game. And I would love to meet them and shake their hands and thank them for the service to our country. All right?
I love it. We'll do better. Thanks so much.
You bet, Jack. Thank you so much. And we'll see you a little bit later. All right, Jack.